Hello, you guys. I'm gonna let you all start coming in. I know everybody is probably asleep or getting ready to go to sleep, but just stay on for a few minutes. Y'all, I found some more. Y'all know I love penne noodles. That is my weakness, right? And even though I have been substituting, like with chickpea noodles, they were red. I found some penne noodles made from zucchini and spinach. Now, I have found the Spanish linguine ones. They're very thin. They're really good. You boil them for a little bit and you put them in the pasta. But it was only 3 boxes left, and I'm so happy they were on sale. I got all three of them. They're really small, but there is zucchini and spinach. I looked at the ingredients, zero sugar. So I was able to put that into. I was gonna do a cheeseburger meatloaf tonight. I was like, I'll wait and do that because I had already taken my salmon out and my shrimp. And so I did shrimp and salmon Alfredo with my zucchini and spinach penne noodles. It was really good. You can't boil them long because they get soft really quick. So, anyways, I'm just letting people know. When you start looking at healthier ways of eating, make sure you look at the ingredients on the boxes to make sure that it's not a lot of sodium, especially not a lot of sugar, because that's the kicker right there. A lot of times they market some foods as being dietary, and it is not that. It's not a diet anything. It has more sugar in it than the regular situation. Just like I was looking at this documentary on YouTube, and don't y'all know that in just about in every other country, like around, I think around Europe, and I forget some more countries, yogurt is banned. They market it as a dietary food in the United States when it's banned in some other countries because it's not healthy. That's why I don't buy yogurt and stuff anymore at all. Um, hey Tyranny, hey CK. How is everyone doing tonight? I just wanted to come on and just do a little talking. I guess I'm wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, and I'm happy. Y'all, I cannot wait to disclose to you guys some of the stuff. Hey Jamal, some of the stuff that is happening. I'll be able to disclose it with you guys really soon. I've been having meetings and interviews with certain people consistently, right? And I think I've been doing really well. I was kind of beating myself up about I met with some people um last week, and I thought that I did not do good. And so somebody that knew them called me, and I was like, I don't think I did good. I don't think they bought into, what I was trying to project, what I was trying to sell. And the person was like, no, 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 I think they did. And he just kept saying, I was like, well, how you know? He was like, calm down. They are, excuse me, they are going to work with you. That I know them. Calm down. Cause I was so I just I was like, dog, I've been doing so good, and with that particular group of people, I didn't think that I did good, but I think in life we just have to start making progress and just start doing, what we need to do, and not looking back. Hey, Miss Yolanda, how is everybody doing? And I'm talking about as a whole, not just me. You know, um, I'm talking about as it relates to anybody. I wanted for people to know, like, I'm not a braggadocious person or anything. Like sometimes, because I don't even like to share. I remember a time I wouldn't share anything that I had going on. And so people was like, why don't you start sharing, what you do, so that you can be motivational, that sometimes that helps other people. And they go, well, she doing it, that motivates me to go do it. But I always felt like when you start doing that, people have issues with that, and which it don't. I guess it don't matter because folks are going to have something to say anyways. But when I like when people share what they have going on, because I think when I start surfing on YouTube and stuff, and I start looking at people, I love motivational people, especially when they're giving their testimonies. They talk about what they have going on, and they have it going on for real. That's very motivational to me. But I realize, like with some people, when especially when they just some people are just bottom of the barrel. They just scum, and so people have issues. She thinks she better than somebody else. I mean, a lot of them are scum. Some of these people are just scum of the damn earth. They have saboteur spirits. They old as Methuselah, and they sit up and wish bad luck on other people. Anytime, all you got to do, if you're in your 40s and 50s and 60s, and all you got to do is surf on YouTube, worry about other people, throw shots at other people, you is mentally ill. You got a goddamn mental illness. And it's unfortunate that so many people are like that. Instead of saying, that's my motivation. And so now I understand what they mean by, you have to get around people that you have to get around people that um hey Paige T Clean, you have to around, you have to be around winners so that your wins won't look like you being braggadocious. That's what you have to do. You have to incorporate yourself into the winning circles. That's the only way you are going to win, because if you're around a bunch of losers, they'll talk you out of anything. If they're not winning, they talking themselves into being a damn loser every day. Being a loser is a choice. You talk yourself into being a loser when you come on YouTube being a troll. You let other people send you out to lose the little bit that you do got. You find the need to want to hate people that you don't know. You consistently throwing shade at people that you don't know. You going from page to channel, posting comments, and bitch, you ought to be getting yourself ready. To go on home to where you gonna go, bitch, because you way over half of 100. So when you find yourself like that, you really a miserable person, and it's a whole lot of miserable people. And what I'm surprised that I never thought I would see so many men. Um, I never thought I would see so many men that are so miserable and jealous, messy and gossipy, a bunch of damn bitches. So when I get on here and I start talking about masculinity, I mean every word of it. We need to bring masculinity back, because masculine men, it's just some things that they just don't stoop to doing. They're not grave diggers or ditch diggers or anything like that. They be trying to figure out how to get them some money and get a woman that wins on his team to help him, because he understands that's his teammate that he loves, and that can be his teammate. Not on here being messy and being jealous and all of that. Because one thing about me, I guess I'm a little different. They say, I say I. What am I supposed to say when I'm referring to myself? Am I not supposed to say me and I? Am I supposed to say you? Is that what you want me to say? One thing about you, when I'm referring to myself, bitch, I'm gonna say me, bitch. That's what I'ma say. So I never understood how people, if they don't like you, why stand in the bushes and get yourself mad? Cause bitch, I'm great. So when you come over to this page, it ain't nothing but greatness over here. Cause see, all the people that are losers, they tend to start migrating away. Praise God. I have winners around me also. They got the same mindset. That's how they know how to stay. Okay. But I don't understand why you sit in the bushes and get yourself mad. Why would you do that? I'm a motherfucking winner. That's what I am. I wins. Okay. I'm a champion. Okay. And even if I ain't where I want to be at yet, I tell myself that every day, bitch, you a champ. You the people's choice. That's how I talk to myself. Think I'm gonna talk myself into being a loser? I'm a troll. I'm gonna hate everybody else. I'm gonna get on here talking about this person talking about this, and that. Yeah, I heard about what they said. That I always say, that I'm the one that's first to do it. Bitch, I am the motherfucking one to do it first, bitch. When you get it off my page, you damn right. You goddamn right, ho. I said it first. Bitch, instead of getting mad, why don't you show yourself approved and that you got some type of class and say, this is where I got it from? What's wrong with that? But see, people try to find fault in anybody else. And that's why I say, bitch, you got it from over here. I said it first. If you got a problem with it, stay off my page. Okay? Because you got to be mentally unstable. We already know it's a lot that is. To sit in the background, pulling at your little twigs in your head, pulling at that nappy ass weave or whatever y'all got going on, picking your teeth, drinking your beer, getting drunk, smoking your weed, because a lot of you ain't nothing but a bunch of damn drunks. Okay. And drug addicts, twiddling your toes, going from comment to comment. Okay. Going from comment to comment, throwing shots at somebody, talking about somebody that ain't even studying you. A lot of you ain't even wash your ass and you get up. Because if you don't like a channel, okay, if you don't like a YouTube, if you don't like what a YouTuber is saying, there are a lot of YouTubers, I might not agree with what they say, okay? But I'm not gonna, hey, I go, that's their channel. So if you know you don't like a YouTuber, you don't even have to be subscribed to that channel. Why are you subscribed to channels or hanging in the bushes of YouTubers that you don't like? Because, bitch, you're going to leave here mad every time. I knew she was going to say something about herself. Well, you knew I was. So why you come over here? You don't even have to go from channel to channel throwing out shots at me, bitch. You knew I was going to do it when you came over here. It's a damn shame to be 60 years old and be messy like that. Okay? Whether you're a man or a woman. Okay? And so that's why I talk about greatness in my chats. Okay? I talk about greatness and women being great and men being great because a lot of these men are messier than any woman ever could be, but it is because they have a lot of estrogen. Okay, they taking birth control pills and stuff themselves. They got a lot of estrogen going on. That's why they titties and stuff hanging longer than any woman's ever could. Okay. They got more titties than any woman ever could, and they ain't got no issues with folding their legs like a woman because they ain't even got no wing between their legs. Okay. So they confuse themselves. They got it confused. They think I am a woman, but you're not. You're a man. And they get mad at me because I reminds them you supposed to be a man, but you acting like a woman, but you ain't no woman. They get mad at the real women because they want to be a woman. Okay. They be getting mad at the real women. I can't. They get mad at me. Tamara be on there showing her breasts. They big too. They been big since I was a little. When I turned 10, they just started getting big, regardless of whether I gained weight or not. I'm heavy chested. They real. Okay, they real. When I start back doing them exercises, they puff back up. That's what I do. When you work them, do them arm exercises. I guess that's what some of these men need to do. It'll lift they floppy titties up too. I'm trying to get them the secret so that they won't be hating on me. I get that ass from my mama. Okay, I get it from my mama. It's just there. It's always been there. That's just what it is. And I ain't had an ass shot. Period. Okay. So they get mad at you about that. And so they start hanging in the background and stuff. I would think that, they would, most men like that, but now some men don't like it because they feel like it's supposed to be them. Okay. They have issues with that. And so I always say I don't fight with men. I understand. I love being a woman. Okay. I do. I love being a woman. And me being a woman does not entail fighting with a man. The only time I want to fight with a man is in bed. Okay. We fight, we wrestles. And we ain't fighting, we wrestling shit. Like the dogs do. We wrestling. Okay. That's how we do it. I wants to wrestle with him naked in bed. Okay. And so that's the issue with some of these men. They be getting mad because Tamara don't have to hide. I have to be in the closet. She get on there and she talk about she wants some Peter. I do. If you want Peter, you should be honest about it. Okay. Be honest about it and stop trying to torture these women. These men start so much shit it don't make no sense. They sit back and want to have the female vloggers into it. They go make fake pages and they want to have the female vloggers into it. That's how you know they're a sissy. Okay. I want to see the females fight. If they look crazy, maybe the man's isn't want me. Can't even talk or nothing. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. So that's why I find those guys as when they masculine, and I like to go to those channels where the masculinity exudes off of them. I be mesmerized. Okay, nothing. I go, dog. It ain't nothing but testosterone on this channel. I can't even change it because masculinity is extinct these days. So when you get to surfing through YouTube and you find some men that's sitting up there that's confident and masculine, you be mesmerized. Okay. Go, dog, I ain't seen that since the early 90s. Whew, Lord have mercy. And then you have to catch yourself like, dog, I sure will wrestle with him because masculinity is extinct. So you have to daydream about it now because a lot of these men act like a bunch of bitches where they want to keep trouble going all of the time. That's why I've had to catch myself on a lot of stuff when people that I don't even know. You might have some. I have people because I remember I used to jump off the porch all the time. People would send me stuff. This vlogger throwing shots at you. They said this, and that. Go, dog. They sending me emails. I ain't never seen that name before. I jump off the porch. I see they like to have, you know, I guess if they keep, you know, different people into it all of the time, um, I guess it looks better for them. You know, they want you to crash out on your own channel and stuff. People are twisted nowadays. It is. Okay. People are twisted. Hey, I don't get mad. Because if you know, the only thing I say is some of these people just need to live in their truth. If you know you like Peter, live in your truth. Don't be getting mad at the women. Okay, don't have a hate for women. Because if I mean, you know, the right Peter is good. Okay, so I guess I can't blame them, but they get mad because they feel like they cannot come out of the closet when more and more people are living in their truth. Just live in your truth and leave these women alone. You know, leave the women alone. It's something wrong with a man that always wants to spar with a woman. And what I can't understand is, you know, how people always want to spar with women. Men want to spar with women, and you have women that stand behind them on that, and they are women also. You know, if I see a man consistently messing with a woman, trying to cause a lady distress and messing with her peace, trying to bully her, I cannot have a person like that around me at all. I can't have a person like that around me. Okay. I was talking to one of my cousins not too long ago. He had broken up one of his girlfriends. He was the reason for it. He knew he liked her, but he wanted to be a whore. But he wanted to cause that girl because she decided to go on with her life a lot of distress, and then he wanted to bully her with the kids, and I'm gonna take her out court. This and that. I had to have a talk with him. I said, let me tell you something. Leave that girl alone. Leave her alone. That girl's over there raising your kids. You was the one messed up. You disturbing that girl's peace. That girl had started getting to a point where she was calling my auntie and she would be just hollering and crying. Tell him to leave me alone. He won't leave me alone. He causing me distress. I said, leave that girl alone with your stupid ass. Okay? Even though that's my cousin and I love him, you have to tell people when they are wrong. I am a woman myself. That's why you got to be a old bitter, hard leg hoe, drunk, crackhead bitch to be sitting up rocking with any man that's causing a woman distress. Old bitter bitch that's been beat down. Okay, stomped in the clubs every weekend, bitch. And you want people to go through what you went through, bitch, but I ain't none of you. Okay? I ain't none of you. I mean, folks get mad because you ain't lived the hard life that they done live. I tell God every day, thank you, I'm blessed. I went through my things, my problems, just like everybody else. But even if I had gone through a lot of what some of these old bitches done went through, okay, it would be a testimony. I wouldn't be sitting up on YouTube hoping for somebody to go through the pain that I went through because I choose to be at the bottom of the barrel, bitch. No, I experienced that. Even stuff I experience now, when it's not conducive, if I experience that now, I go, dog, I sure don't want to nobody to come behind me, a young girl to come behind me and experience that. That was a hard lesson right there. I don't want them to have to go through that. I can't rock with no dude that's disturbing a woman's peace, because he might be crazy anyways. I can't rock with that. Because I understand everybody needs their peace. I can't rock with chicks that just lie on dudes for no reason at all, messing with their livelihoods and stuff like that. Even though he a man and she a woman, bitch, you ain't right. You messing over that dude because he don't. You trying to mess over him because he don't want you. I can't rock with you. You ain't right. But you don't have people like that. Some people are so bitter and they so messed up. They so miserable They ain't got no life. All they do know how to do is sit on YouTube and go from channel to channel with garbage. This is their life. This is their life. I was talking to my friend sent me a message. She said, I think you better tell some of them women something. I ain't gonna tell them nothing. You have to let people they walk into them traps, and you have to let them walk into them. I ain't telling them bitches nothing, cause bitch, you don't go and let nobody trick you into filing no damn fake FBI reports on me and think that, don't you know I'm covered? God ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. You bitches think I don't have lawyers. You can't even have a business without a damn lawyer. You think I don't have my ducks in a row. And when I found out about what you bitches thought you was gonna do, I started having to put a recording app on my goddamn phone so I can record every business call that comes through is recorded. Everyone, not every other one, everyone. Okay. Y'all think I work hard for nothing? I have overheads. I have overheads. And one thing I learned about being on here is that I had to always keep me a lawyer. Pimp Out Ride says coming through to salute with the top down with the system playing. That's a meeting in my bedroom. I hear you, Pimp Out Rise. I hear you. I tell you. Well, go on and meet whoever it is in your bedroom. Go on. I tell you. But anyways, I guess I'm just not a miserable person. I'm not. Um, I always one of my favorite movies, and my dad practiced this, and now I see why he practiced it, and I do now too. Okay. Hey, Bevan, and I see why he do. He got lion up there. Are you a Leo? Um, and I see why they do. Shaka Zulu is one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. I remember when it came out in the 80s, and I looked at the whole series. I love Shaka Zulu. I just loved how, even though he had some evil ways, most rulers have to be, but he was brave. I just love the way they trained and all of that. And I had a crush on him and everything. And one of his, and I'm going to get this in a plaque, and my dad lived by this. One of his sayings is, and I've been living by this lately, never leave a enemy behind because he'll rise up again. You want to be nice, and you go, dog, why people come at me? I know some of these bitches is getting food stamps and welfare, and they scamming because what the people that used to deal with them send you all the shit. This person right here is your enemy. This person right here did this, this, and that to you. But when you have other things going on in your life, I used to start stuff and I stop. I go, oh, this process. I got other real things going on. I guess what they call pump faking. But you got to take these niggas on here that ain't never had nothing, ain't got nothing to lose. Instead of them making their money, because a lot of these folks done made a whole lot of money by, well, I mean, they was gonna get got on the scamming anyways. 'Cause they been scamming. That wasn't gonna last long anyways. But they jump on their platforms and they tell lies and stuff. Instead, they're worried about other vloggers because a vlogger like me, you know, um, they feel like if I say something different, then the people are gonna believe me because they know the truth. So they ain't never had nothing. And so what I can't understand, I can understand the vloggers who come out of the sewer, never had none because they'll do anything. I can't understand some of these women that's got something to lose that have put themselves in real bad situations by fooling around and being loyal to vloggers that they ain't never laid eyes on in person. Ain't got no money to pay for their lawyers or nothing. So when they first started doing this thing, they said, I was like, these vloggers, this, and that. And somebody said to me, you going at the wrong people. Them vloggers ain't got nothing to lose. It's time to start going at the ones that's got the resources. Cause see, the vloggers wouldn't be dealing with them if they weren't violating on their jobs and shit. That's why I know a lot of these folks is mentally insane. They said, we'll start going at them, and then everything else is gonna fall. And I said, I had not even thought about it like that because I thought like, dog, people work hard, but they was like, they did that. You didn't do that. They did that. You talking about women this and women that? Them women did that themselves. They felt like that vlogger meant more to them than they goddamn livelihood and their retirement and shit and their freedom because they breaking federal laws. Okay. So they did that. Nobody else did it. Anyways, we're just doing grown folks talk tonight. Okay. We're doing grown folks talk. Hmm. They're gonna be held accountable. These folks that's got these degrees and stuff, they gonna trust me, they gonna tell it. So the bloggers are gonna be held accountable ultimately. But they ain't losing nothing. I mean, if it's a YouTube channel, they ain't gonna have that anyways. They never had nothing to lose to begin with. You gonna align yourself with somebody and do dirty work for them that ain't even got nothing to lose. These people crazy. Mental illness is at an all-time high. So when you fill out those FBI reports, right before you send in, you hit send, they ask you at the bottom, is everything that you said or have you been truthful to the best of your not have you been truthful about this to the best of your ability or whatever? A lot of them damn fools when they were sending in them fake ass reports, they clicked that button. They had to click it before they hit send. These women got to be out their rabbit ass minds. Y'all didn't think they asked y'all that for nothing, did you? Okay. Anyways, um, hey, somebody was saying they was like these folks pay mortgages, some of them, they pay rent, they pay car note, they get up and go to a job every day. Made them participate in such. Some of these people have worked hard to get from where they were, because you have to go. Anyways, we're gonna move on to another subject. Um, I don't know why they mad. He says, I see Mayor Young trying to sue the state over the open carry law. Is he? I had not seen that yet. Anyways, what y'all got going on tonight? We was talking about, you know, masculinity. Now, I've had guys to come into my chat, and I understand why they say that. Now, fellas, I need y'all's feedback, and y'all be honest. I'm probably getting ready to do like a survey. Okay. As a matter of fact, I want to see what the fellas say. Ladies, y'all can chime in on it too. It's gonna be a yes or no. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's see. I want to see. I started a poll. I want to know. I really do. I want to know. And y'all be honest. Y'all not gonna hurt my feelings. Y'all be honest. The numbers. So far, 9 people have commented. I mean, have and I was wondering because we haven't I be having men to come in here and say that I be going hard. I be talking bad about the men. But when I say things about men, I think what men need to understand is I am not talking about all men because there are men out there that do exactly what they're supposed to. I don't be talking about them. I just be talking about some of the ones that I have seen and encountered in general. I be talking about those ones. I don't know why they be getting so sensitive as if I'm talking about them. I'm not talking about the men that do right, do what they're supposed to do. Think I do. I feel like sometimes I be going harder on the women than the men. I don't know why they be so talking about I'm bashing men. I do not men bash or male bash because I love men. Good ones. I don't love the ones that ain't shit. I'm not gonna say I love all men because I don't. I love those men that are good men. Right. And I be giving them their flowers. Cypress said he made it. What's up, Cypress? Yes, I have. Oh my God. I was looking at that. I'm glad you reminded me of that. I was reading about that earlier. The Venezuelan gangs are terrorizing Chicago. Mm. And the cops are doing nothing. They in Colorado, Dallas, and Chicago. Oh my God. I mean, but they're doing what they wanted. They brought them over here to do. I think they brought them over here so that they could do that. I hear in Chicago, they just been walking into like stores in broad daylight and putting weapons to people's heads and robbing them. That's the type of stuff they do in their own country. Mm. Hey, Shannon. Mm. I hope so. The difference is Chicago gangs about to click up. Them Shivtown cars ain't going for it. It's part of their evil plan. It definitely is. Mm. Mm. It says they ex-cons from prisons, and the U.S. said they can't send them back because Venezuela won't accept them. So the U.S. trying to say they didn't know that before they brought them over here. I'm trying to figure out what was the reason. Why did they say they brought them over here? I never understood that. I bet they won't come to Mississippi, Alabama, or Georgia. I mean, but if they doing it in Chicago, they'll do it anywhere. Mm. Says snuck in through that border. I never heard of a reason either. I think they started wanting to start bringing them into Mississippi, to Tunica, Mississippi. Chicago people said they going to lay them down. Well, they haven't so far. Mm. Yeah, Trump said he gonna take care of that. But Kamala says she's gonna let more people in. Kamala says she feels she's gonna let more in, and Trump says he's gonna send them back. And people, you got people that have issues with that. Yeah, it's something. Now, see, people be getting mad at me when I be talking about our community. You got black people that they want to send the immigrants back. That ain't right. You don't have no issues with homeless people being on the street every day, homeless people that have fought for the country, that may be shell shocked, that's homeless, but you fighting for some immigrants, and they getting the black job. Somebody gonna get mad at me saying, "What's a black job, bitch? You ain't got no doctorate's degree." So what you need to do is ask yourself, what jobs do mostly you see mostly black people at? Because see, y'all people be letting folks play with words. Okay, Trump. I mean, maybe he could have said it another way, but what jobs do black people mostly populate? And that's factory jobs. Let's be real about it. Okay. And now you said that's not going to even be available anymore. It's not, I mean, I'm not racist. I'm speaking some facts. But people don't like that. So we see that they are replacing a lot of what was readily available to our community. Our parents and stuff was able to provide for their families by being in factory jobs and stuff. Now you're saying they're being pushed out. And we see that a lot of what African Americans, what had been, um, you know, what was made of the jobs that was made available, and for people say, well, why you put black people down? Well, if you feel like working a factory job is putting you down, well, I mean, go get you a trade and go back to school and do something else. I don't see anything wrong with factory jobs if that's how you pay your bills. But if you see something wrong with it, go back to school and do something else. But you mainly see African Americans in factory jobs. That's just a fact, y'all. That's a fact. That's not talking down on black folks. When you have black people that get up and go to their jobs every day, and that is what pay their bills and feed their family. And so now what's happening is they're being pushed out. And that's what's gonna happen because y'all letting people play on words. He called it the black job. Okay, well, whatever. Think about what the bottom line is. This is the United States of America. We the people better realize this eighth part of their plan. We definitely need to jeep our Afro dollars amongst each other, start networking. I agree. Some factory jobs, a lot of factory jobs pay very well. I wish I could work in one. I worked at many years ago. I worked at it wasn't Nike, it was another place. Although it might have been Nike. I couldn't. I worked there for 3 days. I couldn't go back because y'all know in those warehouses they have real hard concrete, and my feet was hurting too bad. I couldn't go back. Shannon says factory jobs was one point at one point the only job anybody could get. That's true, Shannon. And people act like they forget that, because they want to play on words. I listens to the bottom line. The man saying they're pushing the jobs that a lot of black people are at this point that has been lucrative to them, that has helped them because a lot of blacks are supervisors in factory jobs. She said, I ran up 10K in 5 months at warehouse chemical plants. I wish I could work at a sometimes I be wishing I could work somewhere. I've been thinking about going and working for Walmart, but I see that they don't have greeters anymore because I was gonna go be a Walmart greeter. I'd be so stressed out sometimes. I'd be thinking about filling in an application somewhere because I get tired of dealing with crazy people. That's why my cousins in them work in warehouses and they get overtime. My cousin, my auntie was saying my cousin them be working so much overtime in 2 weeks and stuff. Their checks be $2,000, $2,400. Shoot, they making good money and they love it. They love it. She said she quit. Only thing about it is, you when you, s- I think as with our community, we just got to do better. I'm thinking about when my mom had worked at a warehouse. My mother had worked at a warehouse. She was a supervisor. My mother she's a very kind person. And they had brought in this younger guy that they made him a manager over my mom. And my mother had ended up hurting her leg. Now this was an older lady, and my mother would be hopping, and she would go in there. Those folks, those her team loved her so much because she was very protective of them. She worked with them. She was patient and kind. That Negro came up in there, y'all, and he wasn't used to nothing. Old bitch ass nigga, young hope bitch fuck nigga. Okay, and because my mother was not putting a lot of stress on her team, he wanted her to dog him out. He started trying to be mean to my mom. You sure have to reap what you sow. She was coming to the end. She was getting ready to retire anyways, but she was like, I feel like God got me here um to help more young people because she had a lot of young people to come through. She helped them to get permanent because she was like some of these just like I was. These young people come through, they need I help them to get permanent when they work hard because they was bringing them in through the temporary service. And just like I feel, my mother felt the same way. She was like, some of the hardest workers come in through the temporary service. And I dare not, because what they wanted to do was keep them there. You could be I think they, as a temp, they keep you there for 10 months. And then after 10 months, they have to hire you permanent or something like that. And so what they would do is lay them off for a month and then call them back. And that was their practice. But when my mother became a supervisor for many years, she didn't let that happen. She made sure that she would tell them how to um, speak up for them so that they could become permanent, so that they can get their benefits and all of that. And here come a damn cuckabug head, mad at my mama, talking about he felt like she was hurting the company because she was helping these folks to get permanent. as they should. If they coming to work on time, my mama said she couldn't see a young person coming to work on time, working hard, working over, staying over as she needed, and then had kids and stuff. Why wouldn't she do what was necessary to ensure that they was kept on permanently so that they can get their full benefits? But you had a bitch ass nigga, okay, that was younger, that come in and decide that my mother is betraying the company by helping these people, by taking them off the slave ship and making them permanent. Because temporary service ain't nothing but a slave. I look at it as modern day slavery. Okay. So that man started being mean to my mama. I remember my mother had hurt her leg, right? And so I remember one day I dropped my mom off at work and my mother was walking in, and my mother was hopping. And I remember tears just started rolling, because yeah, I'm a motherfucking crybaby bitch. Any bitch that's got a problem with it, eat the shit out my asshole. Cause ain't no old ass bitch got no business having a problem with me. That's right. I was raised up right. I got feelings. I'm in touch with my emotions. I'm human. I ain't never had to be out there whoring and stuff like that. Okay, I ain't no hard leg. I ain't go to parties every weekend and have bottles and shit bust all over my head. I was allowed to be a feminine woman. My mama and them spoiled me real good because that's what they do. Girls are supposed to. That's the reason why I'm kind and soft and stuff now. Okay. I'm kind and soft because I had that type of upbringing, and my girls are kind and soft. Okay. And so tears was rolling down my face. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Yeah, I found that manager on Facebook, and I requested his face. Book. I was gonna cuss him out, and I'm so glad he didn't. Don't y'all know that man? That was some years ago. That man accepted my friend request maybe like a year or so ago, and my mother been gone for some years. Okay, I guess I had it had. Hey, he had not been looking at it, but I started looking at his page. That man has had so much bad stuff that happened to him, and then they fired him. He did all that because he didn't even want to help his own people. He wanted them to stay on the slave ship and in modern day slavery, thinking he's saving a rich company money instead of being good to the people that make sacrifices, that get out and work hard. You reward them when they work hard for you. That's what you do. These folks have families and stuff. Our people are some of the damn worst. And then the white man ain't making you act like no darn cuckabug head. Okay. Become managers and stuff. God put you in position so that you can help those people that work hard. There can be incentives for them. But instead, you want to overlook them, treat your own people like garbage. A lot of black people are some of the worst managers. They power hungry, power struck, ain't used to nothing. Pathetic. But anyways, my mother was like, I'm gonna retire anyways. And she had another batch of young people to come in. And my mom said when that temporary service, she was like, all of them they was working so hard. And she said, I was like, Lord, I know my leg and stuff is hurting me. I know I need to retire, but I want to stay for a little while longer. This last little batch that came in to make sure these babies can get on permanent, because she said they would just be saying, um, "Oh, we're gonna get permanent." She said they wanted a permanent job so bad. They had kids and stuff. She said, and I just did not want to see the temporary service gets the majority of the money. They don't get no benefits. And they was coming in there working hard, working all the overtime and stuff. And she said, I was like, Lord, just let my leg hold up. And I know he riding my back so that I can these last babies that just came in, I can help them to get on permanent. That motherfucker paid for how he treated my mama. And so I'm gonna tell you something because when I look at his page now, I have to ask God to give me strength. God, please don't let me gloat. God, please don't let me gloat because I don't give a damn about him, period, myself. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you something, you don't have to worry about people because they sure gonna reap what they sow. I requested his friendship years ago. He just accepted it after I got over what he did to my mama. And I'm glad he didn't accept it. It would have made it worse because I was gonna cuss him out for how he was doing my mama. Okay, but God says when I get him back, you're gonna see me get him back. I went to looking at his page. He done got fired from the job. So what good was it for him thinking he's saving the company, this rich company, all this money by keeping all these young black people that was working hard, making this company millions of dollars at a temporary service? Didn't want them to have a piece of the pie. So what good did it do his black ass? He ain't even there no more. They fired him. What good did it do him to try to mistreat my mama? It didn't do him no good because he it looked like to me he done suffer. So I said that to say this. They may not get it back when you think they're gonna get it back, but it's coming. I'm telling you, it is coming. All you got to do is keep watching. And I moved on with my life. I wouldn't even study that man no more. My mama had went on and retired and everything. And we had gotten past that. And it just so happens that I guess, when they fired him, he had time to be on Facebook and he started accepting his friend request. And that was God saying, I told you when I get them back for what they do, you're going to see me get them back. I got to look at his Facebook page and witness the get back. I'm telling you. So these people, these folks on here so miserable. They don't even know why they do half of the stuff they do. They're just miserable. Okay, a lot of them be talking about I got me a man. I can't understand how you sitting up talking about you got you a man and you on YouTube trolling. How you gonna be have you a man and you on YouTube trolling? I mean, I know I do vlogs and stuff, but if I was not a vlogger and I had a man, first of all, I'm gonna have a masculine man. He ain't gonna even let me be on no damn YouTube trolling. So if you got a man and he letting you be on YouTube all day trolling, bitch, he probably don't even want you. Cause if I had a man, even being a damn vlogger, I wouldn't be on YouTube that much because I have to be up under my man. So these folks that's talking about they got husbands and stuff and be thinking they want to try to shame somebody else. You ain't got no man. I got a man. Why you on YouTube trolling? How come you ain't up under your man? How come you ain't getting D down? He ought to be busting you down or something. You ain't supposed to be on YouTube trolling. This is how you get your pleasure. Cause my pleasure would come from getting pleasure from my man. I'd be up under my man, okay, sitting right on top of him every chance I got, which is all the time, okay? So if you that happy and you sitting up talking about every word, I got a man, at least I got a man, I got a husband, bitch, why you on YouTube trolling? Why you so miserable? I'm telling you, they got played in that HD bully. You absolutely right. That's what happened to him. Looked like one of his eyes had went down. I said, look, he looked like he done had a stroke. He worked hard mistreating my mama, mistreating all those folks that came in there through that temporary service. I understand, people. I guess I can listen. You have to have a good discerning spirit, and know the type of people to help. Because I know people go now, you help folks, and then they turn around and they don't appreciate it. This, and that. That's the reason why. Those are the reasons why you have to be able to. decipher and discern the people to help. See, the problem is people choose to help the wrong folks. They start wanting to help people but just because they stroke their ego. They don't want to help somebody like me because I'm quiet. I ain't gonna stroke nobody ego. I'm quiet and I'm off to myself because I'm real quiet. People don't I am. If you could ever meet me in person, I don't talk much. I've always been like that, right? So I'm real quiet, but I'm a hard worker. So I don't, who she thinks she is? She quiet. She stuck up. I ain't gonna help her. So you help the person that stroke your ego, and they put a damn knife in your back. So I mean, you can't get mad at folks because you choose to help the wrong people. What you need to do is have a damn discerning spirit. Everybody want their ego stroked, and stop wanting your ego stroked, and help the right people, and then you won't have those problems. I ain't gonna help her. She thinks she's something. She won't even talk to me. Now you can't even sit and be quiet and collect your thoughts. Hmm. But that's usually how it is, though. But people get it back. They do. They get it back. One thing, my mother is a praying person. She is. I knew she was gonna. I knew they was gonna get it back anyways. I remember before my mother had took a job at her last job, she was working for another job. She was a supervisor there too, and but she ended up leaving for a better opportunity. But my mother, hey Sparkle, I remember there was, I guess it's because she's so easygoing. This lady, had gotten mad because she felt like when my mother was promoted, she was supposed to have be promoted at the job before that. Them folks caused my mama so much hell. She called when my mama would come home. Normally, when my mother would walk into the house, she would immediately start cooking. I started seeing it was weighing my mom down. She would walk in and she would just sit in her chair. She would go straight to a chair because she would walk in and she wouldn't even sit down. She would just start cooking because she would call home and tell me to take out this, and that so it could start unthawed and stuff. But they was taking a lot of her energy. And so she would be on the phone sometimes and she would be talking about it to one of my other cousins that had worked there with her. And I remember when my mother had decided, she was like, I'm not gonna talk about it no more. I can't talk about it no more. I'm putting it in the hands of God. She was like, I can't talk about it. And she would not talk about it. When folks would try to talk about it to her, she would say, I cannot talk about it because I've given it to God. So I cannot, I have to take my hands off of it. I kid you not. I promise to God, I think I've told this story before. 2 weeks later, my mama walked in and said that the girl that had been causing her problems, going and lying on her and stuff, they walked her out. I said, what happened? She got caught stealing. They walked her out. So them prayers was working. She was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And she been doing that for many, many years and going to the end, the foot of her bed. She have a chair at the foot of her bed. And she get up and she go to the foot of her bed and she sit in her chair and kneel that's by her bed and she starts praying in the spiritual realm. She just start going up in the spiritual realm. Nobody could ever tell me that God is not real. Nobody could ever tell me that God is not real. She said the same thing with the people on here. I have a feisty spirit. She was like, I've gone to God. I can't understand why you won't take your hands off of it. If you keep fighting back with them, the prayers that we have put into the atmosphere cannot manifest. Okay. I'm still working on it though. Cause I promise you, I be wanting to get revenge on people when they mess with me. But my revenge ain't the perjury revenge. If I do something, if I tell something, it's gonna be the truth. I ain't gonna commit perjury. It's gonna be facts. Um. Anyways, y'all, what's up? We just talking grown folks talk tonight. Oh, let me go back and look at this. Okay, so 29 people have answered, and 38% says that I go hard on the men, and 62% says no. I can't believe that 38% of people says that I am so not hard on men. When I be on here talking about men the majority of the time, I just be talking shit. I don't be meaning a lot of it. Especially men that have never done anything to me. If it's somebody that has done something to me, I mean it. But if I'm just talking in general, be just talking crap. I just be talking. I don't be meaning no harm. Yolanda said they need it. She said a lot of it be the truth. They know I be telling the truth. They be knowing I be telling the truth on their butts. Some of these men don't like for they don't like to be told about themselves. I would think if it didn't apply to some of them, they wouldn't get so angry. What they get mad for? Go hard on the ones that deserve it. You've let it be known you loved and admired. Yes, indeed. I love and admire real masculine men. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus, that's mentally sane. Because it's so many that's mentally ill. I be loving it when they sane. They be hot as fish grease. I'm sorry. Yeah, they be mad, and I don't even be. I don't know why they be thinking I be talking about them. You talking about me? You talked about me. What did I say about you? I don't even know you. So how can I be talking about you? You just told on yourself. Mhm. Hmm. HG Bullet says, oh, hmm, oh, I'm trying to think what I have to do tomorrow. I've been having to do a lot of quite a bit of extra stuff lately. Because I've been going into meetings, getting people to try, partner with me on some stuff, and which has been really good. My dad would be very proud. At first, I was feeling a little insecure because I always had my dad to tell me the pitching points. Okay, when you go in, you say this, you say that, you say that, you say that. I still remember a lot of what he says. A lot of it, I have to wing it myself. Ken says both my parents retired from Smith and Nephew 33 years before my mom retired. She got my wife on and some of my cousins. That's so awesome. Smith and Nephew is a really good job. Oh, that is a very good, pays very well. People at Smith and Nephew makes a very good living there. Oh, they said did Stan G get out of jail? I don't know. He probably been out of jail. He'll probably do a live or something. He'll probably do a live. He says, "Oh man, I'm telling you, Stan G something else. Stan G had me tick. He be having me tickled." Mm. Stan G was on live the other day. I guess him and Govan done made up because he said Govan is a real gangster and he ain't no snitch and he said Govan the white folks can't even control him. Mhm. I said, well, I guess him and Govan done made back up. Maybe they done talked about it. He'll talk about it later, I guess. He ready. I think he said he ready to do his second interview with Govan, but I don't think Govan can do an interview right now. I don't guess, according to what the judge said the last time he was at court. She said, "Remember, y'all." She told him not to do another interview. So, but Stan G said he ready to go ahead and do another one. HG Bully says they emotional like women, too much estrogen pumping through the veins. I'm telling you, yes, indeed. There are a lot of people make very good livings from warehouse jobs. I don't know why people look at that as being the bottom of the like on the bottom of the totem pole. I would date a guy that worked at a warehouse. I wouldn't have any issues with it. He working and making money and taking care of himself. H.D. Bull says, I wonder how many times he yelled out, "Oh man," while he was at that high speed chase. When he said that the helicopters, when Sanji said that they had the helicopters after him and he got away from the helicopters, y'all, I laid out. I laid out. I thought about Mud Deer when the helicopters was chasing Mud Deer. And Mud Deer said, I had that Cadillac wide open, I guess on the expressway. I guess Sanji had that Benz wide open. Lord have mercy. I guess he had that Benz wide open on the expressway. If they had the helicopters after him and he got away. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Said warehouse jobs be so messy. Too many dudes acting like women gossiping and cock blocking. Oh wow. Mm-mm-mm. AC Bullet says the men tell more than the women at any job. Yeah, I agree. They do. As soon as he go live, if I don't miss it, I'm going to say get straight to the meat and potatoes. Yeah, I know he'll probably go live and he gonna be hollering old man and he might not even talk about that. Who knows? But he probably out. I believe the Whack 100 helped him. I do. He called Whack 100. I don't believe him and me personally. Like I said earlier, I don't believe that he and Whack 100 got really. They couldn't have that big of a beef going. I think it's more made for the internet. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think. So I don't think they hate each other like that, or else he never would have called him. And even with calling him Whack 100, didn't have to accept. So I don't think they hate each other like that. It's more for view, for shock value. I can see him now saying I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Maybe a few days, and then when I do go live, I'm gonna get a lot of views. He shouldn't wait too long because people gonna lose interest. AC Bullet says he knew it would turn him up regardless if it made him look bad. Because I think he said the guy reported the car stolen, but I guess he didn't steal the car, did he? He just he didn't make a payment when he's on it when he was supposed to or something. So it really wasn't stolen. I guess he was just late on the payment or something. And Whack 100 crazy too. I tell you. Yeah, it's 11:43. I guess I get off. I hold on. Somebody's sending me a message. I can never find my phones. I be wanting to see who it is before I get off. So people tried to call in. I ain't had my phone near me. Hmm. Hmm. Sorry, I did that. I got to looking at my phone. Oh Lord. Um, the number didn't show up. Hold on, y'all. Mm-mm. Yeah, sometimes my clients be sending me stuff late at night, and you know, I guess they hire me, and I guess they feel like they know about investigations more than me, and they don't, because some clients want you to. There's certain things, they want you to break the laws, okay? And they'll go, but I thought that you can. I go, that stuff that you see on TV is not real love. It's not real. There are laws, and I do not break laws. Okay. I don't break them. You can't just walk up into the house. No, I can't walk up into somebody's house. The police can't even do that. That's breaking and entering. Um, the men tell more than the women. Hey T lady, you up late. What's up? Chat world guy. Yeah, I'm up. I'm just chilling. She sent me a message from a different number. Mhm. That's why I didn't know the number. Hmm. So yeah, is Snoop Band still paper out? I think his page just came back up. Oh yeah, I'm looking at something. So are you all tired? Are y'all still on here? If y'all still in here, let me know. Have y'all gone to sleep? Because I'm looking at something else. I'm looking at something right quick. If y'all can hear me, say something. Oh, you said yes. Okay. Plus, what's up, plus size baddie? I was looking at something else. Mm, mm. Um, anyway, y'all, I guess I'm gonna get off so I can take a hot bubble bath. Um, I got an appointment in the morning. With I gotta be down at the sheriff's office in the morning. I mean, I gotta be there mid morning, but I need to get my clothes and stuff ready so that I know me. I lay in bed, even though I take a shower at night. I take a shower in the morning too, or take a bath at night. Shower in the morning. I need to have my clothes and stuff already out, laid out so that I can take my shower in the morning. It's not. I'm sure it's not gonna be that. Probably no longer than an hour or less. Or less. I'm partnering with the sheriff's office on something, on a new service that I'm offering. So I gotta go over there tomorrow to finish up all of the details, and then after afterwards, one more situation, partnering with the courts on something, and then God is good. That's all I can say. God is good. Anyways, I'm gonna get off because I need to pray. Anyways, when I go into meetings and stuff, I have to. I need to get in my bubble bath so that I can meditate and pray and clear my mind so that I can create all good things, all good karma and stuff, and have my mind clear so I can be sharp on tomorrow. Yep. And I send back. And let me say a prayer before I get off. First, God, I just thank you for everyone that was on this live. I ask that you shield and protect me, my family, and everyone in their family that was on this live that came in with good intentions. No weapon formed against any of us shall prosper. Any evil witch, any lying tongue, any witchcrafty spirit that comes up against us will be condemned. We send back every curse spoken, every bad word spoken, every hex, every negative thing that has been put into the atmosphere by anyone that may have been lurking in the background, that was sent my way or anybody's way that had good intentions. We reverse every curse and send it back to the sender and may it manifest in their very own lives. In less than 30 days, no weapon formed against any of us shall prosper. I just said that anything that rises up will be condemned. Okay. So I have to put that prayer into the atmosphere. It's been a minute since I did that, but I have to start reversing the curses and sending it back to the sender because we know we're living in a time now, and I'm gonna have to start saying less and less. Whereas people sit back and lurk and hate on you because they think you have more going on than them. So they start consulting with the dead and going to get the voodoo priest and all of that, but you keep yourself covered. One thing that I do know, hexes and spells cannot work against the word of God. And people are really twisted when they go and try to get somebody. She says she covered. So I need for you to have a spell so strong that you break the word of God that's got her covered. This is how jealousy is eating people up. And that's why a lot of these people have bad things that happen to them in their lives and they can't catch a break. They just at downtrodden and rotten. Okay, it is because of the evil that they do and the types of things that they do to try and wish evil on people. But Lord, I'm just gonna pray for them though. I'm gonna just pray for my enemies. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. My prayer is that God renews their mind. Okay. My prayer is that God renews their mind. Anyways, you guys, y'all go on to go to bed. I'm getting ready to take a hot bath and lay my clothes out. I appreciate you guys getting on here with me tonight. It has been truly a pleasure. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.